Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again on this live stream. Currently I'm alone, but it doesn't matter because I'm also recording for YouTube. So when you watched my VOD from the last time, I was thinking about the time system and the scale of the system or of the game. So I made some notes and some explanations or some notes of my thoughts. So basically the time system I want to do like the real time based on the game in-game time, right? And the scaling system was off. So I was thinking, okay, let's do some like accumulation of smaller steps and then add them together and then see, like, move my ship. You can see it here. Like move my ship in quotes like a certain distance over time. So accumulating small numbers and then move them on and on. But what I found out is that the editor itself shows has only a certain amount of precision. But the actual value that is calculated internally in the engine is much smaller. So I was like, okay, let's do some thresholds and like see what's going on. And I did some calculations on like how far should be that's not true. Wait a second. Just seeing a mistake here. 1 meter per second squared. So when a ship is accelerating only on like the Newton's law, you know, so it's accelerating with 1 meter per second squared, and it would take 6.2 years traveling time to reach like 1 light year, to go 1 light year. And then I said, so I was thinking about, okay, what's the minimum amount I can do? And I tried out and figured out. And then I said, okay, maybe I have to scale it down or scale it up, whatever, and like see what could be the maximum amount or the maximum size of the game. And I was like, okay, let's imagine the Milky Way, it's like 130,000 light years or something. Let's say 100,000 light years. And the maximum I could scroll, I tried just literally go out and see like how much I can scroll here, right? And it's like, wow, okay, that's kind of stupid. So I just moved this one, or like moved an object to the maximum position I could enter here. I saw it's like much bigger than I would need. So I said, okay, let's say 10 billion pixels times 10 billion pixels would be like 1,000 light years, right? And then basically the calculation started. I was thinking, okay, let's see, 1 light year is 100,000 pixels. How many seconds are in 1 year? And then divided, okay, this should be my light speed, right? So 100,000 divided by all the seconds in 1 year comes out to 0.03 pixels per second is whatever I write here. It was wrong. So my light speed would be super small. And it's like, okay, well, what's going on? Why is it like this? The light speed thing I didn't solve yet. Maybe we can, or I have a look in this session, how to solve it. Actually, I'm just seeing that my microphone is a bit of over gaining. Maybe I can turn it down a bit. Now it should be better. Anyhow, so the problem is like, okay, how, like, way too small, and my numbers are way too small, so I couldn't use like the game engine. That was what I thought will happen. And then I did some calculations. Okay, so 1 meter would be a 1.0570 times 10 to the power of minus 11 pixels long. So 1 meter would be very, 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 very small, right? And then I thought, okay, let's solve it to x to see how many meters it would be. So it's like 9 million something, you know, 9,460,737 meters per pixel traveling. So okay, so I was like, okay, let's put this to like a minimum amount of pixel, and then we could do our calculation separately. And then I thought, okay, how many seconds do I need to traverse this amount of distance, right? When I'm using real world measurements. So I did like, okay, calculated, and I thought, okay, to traverse 9,460,737 meters with an acceleration of 1 meter per second squared, it would take me 4,349 seconds. And I thought, okay, let's try to code it or whatever, and somehow it didn't work out at all. What I found out trying out all the different things, see my traversable here. What I tried out, or what I found out, my calculations would use delta, right? So everything is based on delta, and I wanted to connect it with my let me zoom in, with my in-game time controlling. My in-game time is not the delta, right? So the delta is different. This one is real time something per second. Okay, so the first thing I figured out, okay, I need to use my in-game timer to use this delta value to calculate my values. So this is the first thing I did, or for the first thing I put in. And then I figured out, or what I found out, that the process delta is different to the physics delta. And I was using a character 2D model, or a character 2D node for my ship. And the character 2D is, as I figured out, is a node that is used in Godot to have physics applied. So physics would be collision physics, or like sliding over ice, or having friction on a certain ground or whatever. And this is not what I need to use. And to find out that the physics delta and the physics calculation is different than the process calculations. So what I did is moved everything into process instead of physics process, and instead of giving my character 2D a velocity, and the velocity doesn't stop because I'm applying acceleration, and the velocity have no friction, so it's like sliding through, in quotes, the universe. But that was wrong. Okay, so I changed it to use the entity positions, so the position itself. And now what I can do, I can show it quickly. What I can do, why is it still opening up here? I don't know, that's it. What I can do is, when I'm traversing my ship and I'm clicking on pause, it pauses because it's not sliding. It's not having a constant velocity on it. My problem was I was accelerating it through time, basically, and then stopping it, but it would still slide, and that's not correct. So I removed them. Let me figure out why my editor is still opening up here. Didn't I change it? Q. Saving it. So yeah, I moved my whole stuff into the process instead of using physics process. And also what I figured out, I was like, okay, I put all in the AI, like, I don't know, JetGPT, and like, okay, how many years do a spaceship need to traverse one light year, you know, with a constant acceleration of 1 meter per second squared and deceleration of 1 meter second squared? How long would it take? So it is roughly 2.5 years. So it's like, okay, 2.5 years times the global, and then pause the game when it's reaching the moment. And because as I explained in the beginning, because I was using like an amount of like ticks or something that would move my ship, I was like, okay, but it was working out. And then I was like changing this number all the time to get this number right, or like somehow come closer to a number that would work out. But then after all the trying and error, I finally have something that is, when you see to the time here, it's starting on the 16th, the 1st of January 2025. So 6.5 years would be 2031 and something else, right? And when I'm moving my ship, and you see it's slowing down, okay. There's still something wrong here, but you see the time is pretty close. And you see down here in the console, I did some let me fix the problem that I fixed before. When it's more done. Entity position 0. It's not. Let's stay where it should. So what did I say? So yeah, the time roughly works out, and that's wonderful. And also, as I said before, what I figured out, because I was like, why? I was chatting with the AI, right? And the AI said, yeah, when you print it out, blah blah. When you print it out, it's like, I don't want to print out my. But when you see here, when I'm putting in the velocity, the printing out of the velocity, and start my game and send my unit, you see down here in the console log, the amount of calculation is super small and it works out. So actually I was like, before, and I had my ship here and I've got my properties and my traversables holding all the values, right? It's like, yeah, the time, why it's not moving, and when I'm increasing the in-game time, you see the time traveled is increasing by the seconds in the correct hour, and it's like, why is it not moving? Until I figured out the precision of the editor is much too small, so you can only see like 3 digits behind the 0, you know, but the actual value that is calculated in the background is much more precise. So eventually it just works out, and that's good. I guess. So my first like mini in MVP, it's like working out. So I can send my ship actually traveling, you know. I know should change the I need to do some stuff to my values here to see my actual speed in my actual meters per second. So I can, like, example, imagine, you know, you have like your galaxy or whatever. You have your 2 stars and sending a ship to a star. And then you're just doing something else, whatever, and clicking on your ship again, and you have like an information panel. Okay, it's already traveling for like 2 years already. The relative time experienced by this ship is like 1 year, whatever, and it has still 5 more years to go, something like this. So you can see, okay, it will arrive in 2031 or something, or like 2033. Yeah, something like this. And it's actually pretty accurate. And like pausing it, make it not stop. Why it's still calculating? That's interesting. The velocity. Huh? Okay, it has some kinks, but it's pretty accurate. So 31 should arrive. Something about 31 should arrive. And I don't know why it's still calculating something when I'm setting the delta to 0. Let me try to figure out why is it still. Yeah, this one I put into like, okay, testing out, and after like 6.2 years, stop the game and show me where the ship is. But I don't need it. It works out quite good, I guess. So when I'm changing the game speed to 0, this should be 0, right? And my deceleration gets 0. 0 plus the current travel time is 0. Okay. The velocity length is when it's bigger than. Okay. Nope. When the velocity is 0, it goes into the else. Put in the velocity, current movement to done. That's not correct. Let's get rid of this part. See, it's still. Accelerating is happening when I stop, when I pause. It pauses. When I'm going to speed up a little bit, so it's actually moving. And I pause. So it's happening. What's happening on the deceleration phase? Could be right about here. And actually, the velocity should be going down, right? Not increasing anymore. Yeah, now it's going down because it's decelerating. Now I'm pausing, and now it's working. Could be 2031. Okay. And now the thing is, what I changed is the light year is now 1000 pixels, like this. I could, because of my global variables, I can say, okay, let's say it would be, I don't know, 3000 pixels long. And I can see here that my distance measuring line, it's not like something that works or whatever, or like show snakes, show paths or something. It's only to indicate the length. So when I'm sending my ship, I have like 1,000 pixels, 2,000, and like 3,000. And this 3,000 pixels should be traversed at 31 as well. Nice. So of course there are rounding errors and like, but that's highly doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter. So that's cool, I guess. Yeah, Lux works out. And yeah, what I just did is like, okay, when you select the ship, just right click and it moves through a normal path, like just to the right. Nothing else to make it more easy for me. The question is what I'm doing next. Like, what is like the something I wanted to play around is with time dilation. So when my ship is traversing, so oh wait, first of all we are fixing this these things, right? Let's see. So our ship is moving into our properties. I don't know if I should combine all the properties on the main properties node or leave them here where it's like more easier to see. So the current travel time in seconds, okay, the current travel distance in pixel. That was also where current speed pixels per second. So our actual velocity. This is our velocity. Do vector 0. Let me basically we can kill our I'm absolutely not used to VS Code whatsoever, so I'm a totally noob. Let's see if this changed a bit. Would this work while it is running? No. Let's see what's vector float angular operator. What? Oh, let's turn it around and do our velocity. and we do it how's Godot's string interpolation again? I'm just googling it on other monitor. A moment. Godot string. String formatting. I will show it to you as well, so you can learn something. If it's big enough or something, I will increase it a bit. So, string formatting. No. I'm very used to like JavaScript. Okay. This is not really what I want because it's absolutely not intuitive at all. So what they're gonna do normally up here. With a percentage thing at the end, okay. I really hate stuff like this because you can't read it as text, you know. So here comes the string, and the string is the current speed, meters per second. Because you read current speed meters per second is something, you know, some string meters per second, and then you have to read more to see what's actually going into the string, and that's something I really don't like, or I just don't see it in the moment. And this is like it's definitely more readable, but it's you have to stop the string, you know, stop the string, put something in, start the string again. No, I'm really liking that. But I'm from the JavaScript universe, so that's probably the reason. Let's see. Have something. Oh. There's nothing coming. Why is there nothing coming? Test it out here again. Why is it starting on my other monitor? I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's give it some time. There's also definitely a bug with the buttons here. So when I stop now, it still shows 0 because the velocity is 0. Let's see our good debug console. So you definitely see the velocity is increasing. Velocity length. meters per pixel is super small. It's pixel per light year. This one I don't need anymore. I have to not think, because this is already in pixels per meter, right? I'm doing something wrong? Do I have a sort problem? Ah, no. Okay, cool. So we have meters per second actually, and it's like accelerating with 1 meter per second, right? Awesome. That's something we can show to a user. Now we can have a look also in the editor. See what the current speed meters per second. Awesome. So cool thing is, now that we have like, let's see, 400,000 meters per second, and 300 million meters per second is the speed of light, right? 300 million. Let's see if this works out at all or not, because that seems to be very fast. Too fast actually. Way too fast. Because this is constant what I'm doing, and that's not true. I need to multiply it by delta, right? So, or do I? Not quite sure. Nope. The velocity is already also already multiplied by delta. So this makes definitely more sense. Why is it not pausing? I pause and it's... What? Ah, because... No. Okay, I think the printing of the actual thing is not working. So we are at 14 million meters per second. See what's Something broke. Something definitely broke. Not sure. When I'm traversing. Doing 1 month. Almost reached speed of light and we crossed the speed of light. Is it really meters per second? Wait, did I see something wrong? When I'm looking like this, no. Definitely looks like growing. No, it's growing exactly correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 6. What's happening now? Something is definitely breaking here. Let's maybe not print that one out. And can we... Let's see if we can find a function that fixes the digits. Fixed. So no. How to make a float disappear. Stepify. Is this really something? Let's see if this still is active or something. So on the string, right? String. Step. It's range, and that's not what I want. Oh, yeah. Decimals are not a function. Okay, we can do something like this. Let's see. Pause. So we have 12 million meters per second. $52 million meters per second. And the calculations I did is when you're accelerating with 1 meter per second squared, you would need 9.5 years for 1 light year. That was like the calculation. But the question is if it's really working or not. I'm not sure. Not sure. Printing out is such a poor man's solution for like, and now it's just not working, not changing the value anymore. Because this printing out on like, that's the RAM is like blasted with stuff, right? So can we? Oh, that's interesting. Can we do like this? This possible? Let's see. Yeah. Yes. I know you. So what did I say? 22 million, right? Divided to 300 million. Here we go. 30% of speed of light. Yes. And when you think 9.5 years on the calculation I did with the AI, it said it takes roughly 9.5 years to reach light speed, and 6.2 years, so roughly 2/3 of it, takes for 1 light year. Yes, for 1 light year. So 3.1 would be 1/3 of the light speed. So that would be correct, 30%. So it's correct. It's interesting. So maybe we, like meters per second, let's create a cool function to format our meters per second. So let's see. We can also put this somewhere else. So if current speed meter per second is smaller or the same as and 1,000, right? When it's smaller or the same as 1,000, we return. Oops. I really don't like to code on Windows. All the shortcuts are different. I'm normally coding on a MacBook, so all the shortcuts and like movements are totally different, and like, I don't know. It's different. So let's see. Can we hide something from the editor? Godot.hide property from editor. Editor. Let's see. Int? No, hide. What did I write? Hide. Maybe an annotation. Show hide a specific property in inspector. Editor. Inspector. Export, yeah. Export if. Wait, we are doing this one. speed. It's float. And we're doing that one. It's more easy. So I'm getting the speed as float inside of my function here. And then do not need to do that. If we have speed bigger than 1,000, smaller than 1,000, then we have meters per squared as like that, right? Yeah. Else if speed is bigger than and smaller than 1,000,000. Wait, what comes after kilometer per second? Megameters? We can like do some. Oh wait, we can do AU, right? So what is AU? How many meters are in one AU? Astronomical unit. The astronomical unit is between the sun and the earth, right? So it's 150 billion meters. Billion. So when we take this one, put it into AU meters, AU this one. Do like this. Oh. I really don't like Python. The Python syntax is so. Oh. Hold on. Am I stupid? If, else if. If. Who the hell thought about this? Wait, when it's smaller than this, if, who the hell said L? So when it's bigger than 1,000 and smaller than 1,000,000, then we return meters per second to 1,000. Else turn AU. Let's see if this when it's smaller than. Let's see if this is cool or not. find my ship and the properties. Nice. For AU is it's too small. What would be like a good? Let me ask the AI. Maybe. Oh, somebody, a nice bot posted something wonderful in my chat, and I will report that as spam, scam, and bots. Thank you very much. The only viewer I had until now. Or the only one that went into my chat. Nice. When I'm drawing the speed, first draw meters per second, meter per second would be a good sub unit. So, not sub unit. What would be a good next? Something. I can't remember what did they use in like the expense or something. Okay, network error. Refresh the page. Apparently, DeepSeek. DeepSeek is down. And let's switch quickly. That's not what I wanted. Where's my? Let's quickly switch to ChatGPT. Oh, okay. Next step up the kilometers often depends on how big the speed you can get in your game. More simultaneously, if you're staying within a single solar system, then astronomical units make perfect sense as a large scale distance unit. They make AU per hour. I've got kilometers per second, right? Yeah. Maybe K in AU per hour. So instead AU per second, we make AU per hour. And that would be speed divided by multiplied by seconds, hours divided to, right? Alright? No? I don't know. It's the biggest difference. I'm not a software developer at all. I'm a software developer, I'm not a mathematician at all. So let's see if it's working or not. Kilometers. Oh. Man, times 60. That's minutes. That's hours. Hour is such a small thing, like let's say day times 24. But that's not correct. It also not have a speed of 6 AU per day. Wait. Let's ask AI. Ah, yeah, and like if you're traveling at 150,000 kilometers per second, you can say 0.5 c or 50% of the speed of light. Add fix the AU at C speed. It puts game ship line speed. ChatGPT for the win! Wonderful. Come on. Refining speed thresholds. Go on. Go, go, go. Advancing speed conversions. This else is necessary, that's true. And do it like this. Speed. Right speed. Sixty. Before meter per AU. do it like this, because then we have some comments as well. Meters. Boom. Okay, meters. Oops. Yeah. 60 times 60. Let's see if it looks good or not. I think I'm gonna wrap this up today. I'm getting very tired. At my place it's already 11 o'clock. Let's see. Faster! Okay, the AU should be correct. And 30%. The almost 32%, almost 33% of C. Nice. Neatness. Oh. Distance to target in pixels, and these two I definitely want to use as well to show as for the user. So the user needs to confirm every movement of every ship, or like not every ship, but needs to confirm the movement, because he needs to configure the traversing time. So for example, you want to, with a maximum of like 10% of speed of light, you want to travel because of time dilation or something else. You just want to move with this kind of things, and there should be like technology and technology in the game that because the communication between specific ships and like stations and whatever I want to visualize. And the communication is flying with, well, reversing with the speed of light, correct? And depending on how fast you're flying, the ship have to adjust his how it's called time. What was it? Adjustment unit or something? Adjusting unit or something? So you have to, the computer have to adjust its time to receive or decode specific signals. So yeah, I'm getting very tired. Anyhow, So before you really change your destination, you have to accept it, and before you accept your start or end destination of your ship, the player should be shown some information. Okay, half your trip is this amount, it takes these and these years, and to this star it takes this years, for example. And maybe they have, that's a good idea. Wait, let me write this down. Idea of shortcut for showing all the distances from your selected object or something. So, like this is like signals and having the inverse square law. Yeah, inverse square law. And like there's something. Do I have some game ID? Start to go preview or assist. Got to show preview of the closest stars. Something cool idea. Okay, oops. Now that's basically it. Thank you for joining me. I guess Twitch doesn't have any people, but when you have a look here on YouTube, thank you for watching, and see you the next time. And hopefully you will join me on Twitch as well and have a look at there how my thought process is in life, and maybe we can chat together and yeah, develop this game together. Maybe I've got some nice ideas, and if you want to know something more about the game and the idea behind it, it's based on a book called the Bobiverse from Taylor, I don't know, the author. But thank you for joining me.